Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So Fabio Wardley knocks out Nick Webb in one round. And, going into this fight, I picked Fabio Wardley to win, but I thought it would take him a few rounds to do it. I felt that, potentially he might have a few bad early rounds, and then when Nick Webb gasses, that's when he would knock out Nick Webb, but he got it done earlier than I expected. But, the fight started out and Nick Webb came out very purposeful behind a hard jab, and he was looking for his overhand right. Of course, Fabio Wardley comes out with that sort of hands-down defense. He liked to jab from the waist, and he comes in on like a side-on profile, almost like a Philly shell type of stance. And that kind of got him in a bit of trouble early on in this fight, because that basically enabled Nick Webb to land his overhand right. He was throwing it over the shoulder of Fabio Wardley, and he was catching Fabio with some good shots early on. He was roughing him up, and Nick Webb started this fight really well. Really, like I said, really purposeful, putting his punches together, trying to rough Fabio up. And, first sort of 90 seconds of his fight, Nick Webb was in control, Fabio landed a couple of good jabs here and there, a couple of sneaky counters, but it was all Nick Webb in the first 90 seconds. And after that, I'm not sure whether Nick Webb was looking for a breather, but he kind of took his foot off the gas and allowed Fabio Wardley to turn him. Wardley basically turned him into the corner and unleashed a barrage of shots, overhand rights and left hooks, and he caught Nick Webb flush a couple of times in the corner. Nick Webb basically dipped down. It looked like that should have been a knockdown. Referee never called it. Fabio Wardley then continues to throw punches, and Nick Webb collapses in the corner, and the referee basically instantly jumps in to wave it off. Didn't give Nick Webb any time to really recover, and I felt the referee was a bit too hasty in stopping this fight. Nick Webb was definitely hurt, no doubt about it. He was definitely stunned. He got dropped. He found the canvas. And maybe he wouldn't have beaten the count if the referee gave him a count. But, the referee didn't even give Nick Webb a chance in this fight. Didn't give him a count, And given how well he started, it would have been interesting to see what would have happened if Nick Webb did actually get a count and he managed to see himself out of a round. So, a good finish by Fabio Wardley. He did what he needed to do when he had his opponent hurt. He jumped all over him and got the stoppage, but I felt the referee was a bit too hasty, to be honest. And, Fabio Wardley, late starter to boxing, as we know, no amateur background, 3 white-collar fights, and you can tell that in his style, He's got some good attributes. He's quick, he's athletic, he hits relatively hard. Quick feet as well, but a lot of defensive holes. Sometimes he doesn't get his distance quite right, and he gets caught when he's not out of range. He's still very, very raw as a professional, and if they're serious about wanting to take Fabio Wardley to any real level in boxing, they need to really kind of be careful with the matchmaking. He needs a lot of learning fights, in my opinion. This was the ideal sort of fight right now, and to tell you the truth, I'd be looking at similar level opponents to Nick Webb for his next couple of fights, because if he steps above that, I think there's a chance this could come unstuck. And we saw that against Eric Molina, who was shot to bits, but he managed to hurt Fabio Wardley in that fight. So they need to be careful with the matchmaking, in my opinion. Maybe another defense of his English title, something like that, and see where he goes from there. But all in all, it was interesting while it lasted, but I feel a bit shortchanged. I felt the ref could have allowed it to go on. But there we go, that's boxing for you. Share your thoughts below. What did you make of Fabio Wardley's performance? Peace.